I'm here again for the fifth day, yes. Just like I promised. And in case some of you are just joining me for the very first time, I just celebrated my 50th birthday and I promised to share some experiences that we can learn from. And I'm giving, I was speaking of 50 nudges for you to achieve success and for you to, learn experiences. I'm sharing my life experiences as well so that we can learn from it, or, life experiences so that we can learn from it. And I also use this medium. I want to appreciate those that have reached out to me to say happy birthday and those that also prayed for me as well. So I'm sharing these experiences. I remember experiences is something that you cannot buy. It's something that someone has gone through can relate with you. And the essence of this is so that we could learn. It's not as if I've achieved or I've been where I ought to be, but from my experiences, we can share and we can learn from it. And today I am looking at failure is not final. Is someone listening to me? Failure is not final. Okay? For the fact that you fail does not mean you will not make it in life. In fact, failure is um will I say, uh, part of the process for you to achieve success. So, what am I talking about? If you try to do something and then you feel that you fail, you have learned something from it. And when you have learned something from it, you are better guided. You have a better experience on how to do better. Okay, let's take it that way. Now, for example, if you are starting a business now, for example, and along the way, because it happened to me, along the way the business didn't do well, it does not mean that you have failed. Mm? Hello, Everloss. It does not mean that you have failed. Okay, so failure is not final. It's not. It's for you to learn from it and then go and do better. But it will become a challenge when you have failed and you do not learn from your experience. You know, Kaden Roberts, good to good to have you. Thank you. Now, it's a different thing when you have not learned from it, but when you have learned from it, you are better guided. So failure is not final. You know, I love quoting scriptures. Oh, a lot of people are joining. Lisa, Avalos, Gamas. Thank you. Thank you. You're talking about my head. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Caden Roberts, thank you. So failure is not final. It's not. Because you have failed. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Someone is saying they like my hair. Thank you so much. So for the fact that you have failed does not mean that you will not achieve success. So what that means is that you learn from it. Okay, you learn from it and you see a better way. You see what you can do better. So failure is not final. I like quoting the scripture. The word of God said um, that someone will fail 7 times and then rise again. I'm just trying to paraphrase it. You fail 7 times and rise again. So if you fail the first time, try out the second time, try out again and again until you get it right. But one good thing I have to tell you is that you learn from your you learn from your failure and you see how you can do it better. So if anybody is telling you that you have failed and that you will not succeed in life rather, they lied to you. They lied to you. For the fact that you have failed means that you have experience to do it better. So I want someone to say that I have experience to do it better. So if you have failed, it means that you now have an experience that no one can, they can't buy it from the market except you share it. So it does not mean that you are a failure. Now, I want to share the experience that I think during the time of COVID, we were to travel for a trade fair, and I had some people that paid, but it was during COVID period. So airports, international airports, countries started closing down. Oh my God! And I was to travel with those people, and at that time they've paid, some of them have paid their money, and what I had to do is that I started making refund, and that affected my finances, and somehow it looks like a failure. Mm, it looks like a failure, but the thing is that I learned from it. So if even if you have run a business and it didn't work the way um, you're expecting it to be, you learn from it and then you move ahead. So I want to say it again: for the fact that you have failed does not make you a failure. In fact, someone should shake your hand because you tried. There are those out there that have never tried because they are afraid to fail. Mm. They're afraid that they will not do better. Mm. They're afraid that um, uh, what people will say if it doesn't turn out well. They're afraid. But for you that have taken a step to do something and it didn't work, oh, I want to say congratulations. I want to say congratulations. So nothing should keep you. If you have dream to achieve, I know that most of us have dreams to achieve. We have not, most of us have not taken steps because they are afraid that they will fail. They are afraid that it will not succeed. But you are not doing yourself any right. You're not doing yourself any right, because in so doing, sitting at the edge makes you not to discover you. So you need to discover you. You need to discover your capacity. You need to discover your skill. You need to discover what you are able to do. Even if you have failed, you have done something. And what that means is that you have put yourself out there. And when you have put yourself out there, what it means is that you've been able to overcome fear. You've been able to overcome the fact that you um that you are able to do it. Is someone listening to me tonight? Is someone listening to me tonight? So you are not a failure. In case if someone is telling you that you are a failure, tell them you are not a failure, that you've just started. Yes, you've just started. You're not a failure. Tell them you just started. And so if you do not take step to go out there to achieve your dream, when you are 50 and you look back, you ask yourself, why didn't I even take a step? Instead of you failing to, instead of you having regrets later in life, why don't you do it now? Why don't you do it now? A lot of people need to take steps that will lead them to achieving their dream. Why don't you do it now? Don't be afraid of failing. Okay? I'm not saying that you just go out there. There are things that you want to do that you need someone to coach you, you need someone to mentor you, you need to learn the skill, you need to, you need to equip yourself to do better. But in case you've done all that, why not take a move? Why not take a step now? Why are you sitting on the edge? afraid that you will fail. Why not take a step so that you will not your life will not be filled with regrets? In fact, when I said that I wanted to write a book, okay, I just felt, who will read my book? I felt that way. I felt it was going to be a failure. But I went ahead and I ensured that every day at least I write. Okay. It was actually a book for the women called The Real Woman in Me. Okay, I think I have the book here. Here it is. The Real Woman in Me. It's actually on Amazon. Talks about the woman, um, talks about a woman of vision, talks about a woman of prayer, talks about a woman leader, talk about um, a life of great purpose for women, talks about a woman of faith. So it's actually on Amazon. It's called The Real Woman in Me, written by my my very self, Chinyere Adeniji. So I just want to talk to you this evening, or I just want to encourage you this evening that failure is not final. So if you're afraid to fail, please take a step. And when you have done that thing, you will see that you feel fulfilled. It may even be something um, that will make you to impact in people's life. So don't be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid. So don't be afraid of failure. When you're afraid of failure, you will never achieve what you want to achieve in life. You'll be sitting on the edge. And you'll be watching others fulfilling their dreams. You'll be watching others doing great things. And then you are sitting down there. I don't want that to be your story. I don't want that to be um, how people will refer you. For you to sit down and watching others achieving their dreams. And in most cases, I must tell you, in most cases, if the truth must be told, you find out that these people are not better off. It's just that they just took the step. They just took the powerful step to begin to achieve their dream. And you that is well equipped, you are sitting down there being afraid. Oh my God, you can do better. You can do it. I want to encourage someone, you can do it. So when you get to 50, you will know that at least I've been able to do something. Okay, you just know that I've done something, and when I look back, this is what I've been able to achieve. So failure is not final. Okay, it doesn't define who you are. Failure does not define who you are. Rather, failure introduces you to doing something better. It gives you the experience that no one can offer you to do something better. Okay, and so this is why in most cases we also need mentors. We need mentors that can mentor us as we take the step in achieving our dream. What they'll be sharing is their own experiences, and some of them will even tell you that they've failed severally, or they have failed several times. Okay, so this year, make it a point that you will achieve your dream. Stop sitting at the edge. It is time for you to rise now. It is time for you to to go out there and begin to do what you ought to do, achieving your dream and fulfilling your dream. Okay, and as you do so, uh, you find out that at the end, you are fulfilled. It's just life is all about being fulfilled and achieving purpose, achieving God's purpose for us, achieving God's purpose. That's what life is basically all about. So go out there. You are not failure. And if in case if you have gone out there to fulfill your dream and you feel that you fail and you are ashamed of it, oh please don't be ashamed of it. This is the time for you to get up and try again. Try and try again until you get it right. I hope you've been blessed this evening. I hope someone has taken something out from uh, from the fifth day. And if you know you have, please put it on the comment section and tell me what you have taken from, you know, today's nuggets to achieving your success. Just tell me what you've gained, and please also like today's broadcast and then subscribe to my YouTube channel in case if you've not subscribed, and then click on the like just click on the likes and then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. And then I'll be seeing you tomorrow again as I continue sharing nuggets for you to achieve success in life. Thank you and God bless you.